Robinhood. Robinhood has a phone app as well as a web portal. So we'll look at the web portal first and then can look at the phone app. So this is my current portfolio in Robinhood. I also have some stocks in Webull that we'll look in a second part of this video, and then we'll do a third part comparing Robinhood to Webull and what would be best for who. So looking over Robinhood, so this is my portfolio currently. I have 7 stocks. I am able to do fractional shares, so you see down here for Pepsi and Lindell, I have less than 1 share. So recently I added an extra $100 to this account, so I bought 1 share of Realty Income, and then for $50, and then $10 in Lindell and $40 in Pepsi. My biggest stake is in Tesla. So if you pull up any stock ticker, and you can look, and it'll show you a line graph of the day, and you can see the different times for the stock, as well as you can look at the week, month, last 3 months, or the last year, or the last 5 years. So you can get all that information. And then up here, it shows you what percent of analysts rated at, and 47% have hold, as well as shows you how many people in Robinhood own this stock. So 217,000 people own Tesla stock. They give you some hot keys up here that you can go to if you want to see more stocks in these different categories. Then down below, you see your equity, how much your stock's worth, your average cost that you have. So mine's at $420.67. And then it gives you your today's return as well as your total return. That's the cost that I paid for it. And then here is the average cost. I have 1.001803 stocks, and it's 83.7% of this portfolio. Then here on your right-hand side is where you can do your shares. So you can buy or you can short shares, and you can do it by shares or dollar. So if you have fractional shares enabled and approved, then you can do dollars. So say you want to invest $10, then it's going to give you this many shares. Or you can change shares, and you can put in your 1 share. It's currently defaulted to market cost. That's going to be whatever the current trading price is. As you can see, it's fluctuating. If you want to do a limit order, so say you want to buy it when it hits $800 and you want to get 1 share, then you could choose good for today, which will expire at the end of closing of trading today, or you can do goods till cancel, and that'll run for 90 days. And then you can allow, if you want it to go into extended hours trading as well, and then you can review your order and place your order for that. So they also have other orders for stop loss order, stop limit order, or trailing stop order. So that's for your stocks. And then if you scan down further, you can also do options. So if you're into options, you can do options as well for buy or sell, calls or puts. So that's in there if you are into option trading. And you can also add it to a watch list that you have created. Then if you go down further, it gives you a little bit about the company, their market cap, some more related lists that you can go to, then news stories that are linked to that particular stock you're looking at. Then you go down further, it'll give you analyst ratings, so you can see what percent buy, hold, or sell. Then it gives you a little snippet from a bull perspective or bear perspective. Then it gives you a little bit of financial information for you to look at, looking at your earnings per share. And then it'll give you down your history. So I bought my initial 1 share on December 23rd for $419, and then a fractional share with $1.37 that I had left in my account. Then down further, you can see people also bought, and then it has some other popular stock options. So if we go back and look at our home screen, then looking over my stocks, so then I have one share of Realty Income, which is a REIT that pays dividends. So if you look down here, it's currently I have $53.21, which is $3.21 in total returns. They do have a dividend yield of 3.69. They are a monthly dividend, so I think it's 23 cents per share per month. So I recently had that. So if you scan down further, you can see the dividend I received on the 15th, as well as my order I placed. And then if you had any cancel orders, you would see that you had placed as well. And then you can see here, you can replay their earnings call, and then some more stocks that people bought as well. So then looking back, so then I bought some of these smaller shares. I initially invested, I think, $25, and then I had, so this is Limelight. So I'm up 27% on this return. So I bought 3 shares at $4.24. So then it gives you same information, limited information, October 30th. So that's nice that you can, it's easy to be able to get just the information and laid out easily, so that you can create lists that you have. So under this list, I have stocks that I hold. So these are ones that I have in Robinhood, in Webull, as well. So you can make lists, or these are stocks that I want to look to add in the future for fractional shares when I add more money in. So you can add lists and then jump to any list that you want. You can also search. If you want to search for Visa, for example, you can type that in, or you can, gives you list down here that you want to go into. So if you want to go to, let's see, let's try to see. Yeah, so if you 100, so you go to the list of 100 most popular, and then you can look, it'll put your stocks that you have up top if they're ones that you own, but then you can look down further and you can see other stocks that are the most popular. So let's look at Disney, for example. So it'll show you 61% analysts say buy, 543,000 people own Disney. So then it gives you some more information if you want to go in to look in any of these sectors, it'll lay out. So then also with Robinhood, you can get a free stock. So I will put my link in the description if you're interested in signing up for Robinhood. You can sign up and you can potentially get one of these stocks. Usually, from what I've seen, they're usually relatively small. Webull seems to have better stock offerings for their referrals, but you do have a 1 in 150 chance of getting Facebook, Microsoft, or Johnson & Johnson. So it's always nice getting free money. So looking at the history of my account, so you see I got $23, and then I deposited $100, and then these were the orders that I had placed. So April 20th was when I got fractional shares, which I'd been signed up for early access for probably 5 to 6 months, and then finally received that. So they do have a cash management app that you can, or system. Currently it's at 0.3%, and I'm number 717,000th in line, so it may likely be a while before I get that. But if there's any questions or anything anyone has, please let me know, and the next video I will do we'll be looking over Webull, and they also have a web app as well as a phone and iPad app. But right now we'll go look simply at the phone app and show what that shows, which is very similar to this layout. But we'll do that real quickly and then we will end this. So have a good one. So we'll take a look at the Robinhood app. So it's very similar to the web app. As you can look for your different categories, you have your line graph for your 1 day through your all time. So looking at my last year, since I haven't invested that long, looks like started with $568 or so, actually probably $565, and it peaked at 1,074 and then was the low on the 18th at 501 and currently at 671. Then you get news stories down here or price movements. You have your buying power on how much you have in your account. Then you can see your different stocks listed and then your list of that you have listed and created. Looking at a stock, we'll look at DraftKings, for example. Gives you your quotes. You can, of course, look at the different ones. You can also do a candlestick for the day as well. Then you have your stat movements for your open, close, your high, 52-week high and low, PE ratio, and a dividend yield if there is one. Then it'll give you some news stories about that, a related list if there is one, and then what different stocks people have also bought from that, and then in a little bit about section. So if you want to create a new list, you scan all the way down to the bottom, and then you can create a new list and name it however you want. So we'll do test, and then you can start adding stocks to that. So if you want to add Visa and the Vanguard ETF 500, then you can create those, and now you have those in your list. And you can also rearrange your list. If you hold on the list, you can move your list around to wherever you want it listed within there. And then also, if you want to delete one, you can go up there and hit delete. As well as if you're in any stock, you can hit the little check mark up here, and then you can move it around to any of your lists that you have or have it in multiple lists. Also, for if you don't have it in a list, then one, you'll have that plus by there and you can add it to a list, or if you already have it in a list, it'll have the check mark. Or if you're in a stock, then you can add it as well by hitting the plus sign. So looking at my cash management app, you can see I'm up 23 spots today. Their currently yield is 0.30%. And then you can have search here. So like we looked at, you have your messages as well as then your account information. Overall, it's extremely simple and easy to understand and learn about investing to start off with. And like I said, if you want to get a free stock, my information will be down in the link description below, and you can sign up for Robinhood and try it out for yourself. All right, everyone have a good one, and stay tuned for the next video. And if you enjoyed this, please don't forget to like and subscribe.